I think the best way, I tried to alliterate this through a slide. We're going to probably spend some time on this, and before we move on, I'll answer some questions as best we can. If you do a strict, and we're encouraging all local governments, if at all possible, submit just a 50-50 match. It's not going to help your scoring to overmatch. If you submit a project that you have a 50-50 match, let's see, you would get the reimbursement request of the 50% there. So if you're requesting $200,000 and you submit $100,000 and the federal request is $100,000, you're going to get a 50% match. If you have a $500,000 project and you choose to submit that your local match is $400,000 and you're only asking the feds for $100,000, when it's time for your reimbursement request to come in, we will not reimburse you on 50%. This is built into the Lwcf contract that we can only reimburse you at a 25% rate. The Lwcf regulations stipulate that it is up to 50% of reimbursable expenses, not at 50%. And this percent rate is calculated with the budget that we're going to go over later that you'll have to submit. So where this hurts you, or where this comes into play, is, let's say, through example down here. You submit a project where you have said that you're going to match it strictly dollar for dollar, so a 50% match. You're on budget. You're going to get half of your money back. If you had submitted, in this case scenario, where you had an overmatch and you're on budget, you're going to get your 25% of that $200,000. If you go over budget, your match stays the same. So your percent rate is going to go up. You're still going to be capped at the 25%, but you're still going to be able to get your money because you have met the match and it's denoted that you've at least spent your local amount. So going over budget is not going to affect your rate negatively. Where the issue comes up is, let's say that you have this scenario where you have an overmatch of you're going to complete a project for $500,000, but you're actually able to do it for $400,000. Even though you would have enough to cover the match at 50-50, the National Park Service is still going to reimburse you at the percent that you would put in. So even though you would have enough money to meet that 50-50 match, you're going to get reimbursed for the actual dollars that you spend at the percent that is noted in your contract. Overmatching does not help the score of your application. Overmatching points to what percent reimbursement you're going to be reimbursed at, and that is the percent that will carry throughout the whole application.